Did you know that every 39 seconds there's a cybersecurity attack somewhere in the world? And that since COVID-19 there has been an increase of 300% attacks. Roughly 95% of security breaches are due to human error. And did you know that it sometimes takes companies roughly 6 months to detect a data breach after it has actually occurred? Cybersecurity awareness can go a long way towards securing your personal information as well as that of your organization. We're going to discuss a number of interesting topics in this course. We're going to start off with social engineering, which includes attacks such as phishing, spear phishing, shoulder surfing. We're then going to move on to passwords, and we're going to discuss what makes passwords strong versus weak, and what are some of the common mistakes that users do. We're also going to share some tips on how to select the best passwords that you can. Secure data disposal is also another interesting topic, and this is how you basically securely and safely dispose of your hard drives, mobile phones. Virtual private networks, awesome technology. It allows you to safely and securely connect to the internet. We're also going to discuss malware, for example, Trojans, ransomware, how do they attack, what are some of the indicators of compromise. And we're going to conclude with safe browsing tips and discuss topics such as cookies, third-party cookies, how they're used to track you. Hi, my name is Dr. Usman. I have a PhD in computer networks and I've been working in the industry for more than 10 years. I also have a lot of teaching experience and I've been a keynote speaker at a number of reputable international venues around the world. I am also CISSP certified, which is the premium certification in cybersecurity. So social engineering is an interesting type of attack in which hackers lure users into clicking malicious links or downloading malicious attachments, which basically infects their systems and which can then, laterally spread to their organizations. There'll be a bunch of practice activities in which we're going to share some sample phishing emails, and you would be required to identify red flags in those. So next are passwords. We're going to discuss what makes them strong versus what makes them weak. We're going to discuss different types of attacks such as dictionary attack, brute force attacks, and we're going to share tips on how to select passwords that are really hard to break. There's also a practice activity in which you're going to explore if your password and other credentials have already been leaked on the internet. Next, we're going to discuss virtual private networks, an awesome technology which allows you to safely and securely browse the internet as well as connect to your remote corporate network. We're going to discuss the mechanics of how VPNs actually work, how secure tunnels are made, and how do they ensure anonymity and privacy. We're also going to share some tips with you on how to select a good VPN service. Next, we're going to discuss secure data disposal. So these are basically sanitization tips that you must perform before going ahead and discarding your hard drive, mobile phones, or important documents. For example, for documents, we're going to discuss different types of shredders such as strip, crosscut, microcut, and what are some of the pros and cons. Another important domain that we're going to cover is safe browsing, and we're going to discuss things such as cookies, third-party cookies, and how they're used to track your activities and browsing habits across the internet, and how do you see very customized ads when you visit different websites or social media links. There's also a practice activity in which you're going to actually see how cookies are created on your local system and how they're used to track you. So cybersecurity awareness is not just being aware of what's out there, but also to take the correct action. So say for example, you work in a secure bank and one fine morning you park your car in the parking, and while walking you will find a USB just lying there. So being good Samaritans, what do we naturally do? We'll try to find the owner. So we walk into the bank and go to our desk and plug in the USB. And we didn't know, but it was basically bait, and that USB had malware. It's going to infect your system and literally infect the bank. Now, having discussed this, what would you do if you find a USB in the same situation? You'll walk away, right? Well, that's slightly better, but that's not the correct solution. The problem is that you may be aware about these type of baits, but your colleague who's coming 5 minutes after you, he may pick up the USB and do exactly what you did. So the correct approach in this case is to report it to IT security. So this is the level of awareness we really need today. So in addition to providing a rigorous coverage of very interesting and latest topics in cybersecurity, we're also going to have a lot of quizzes, a lot of hands-on practice activities to increase the depth of your understanding. So once again, a very warm welcome to the course, and I hope to see you soon.